Day one of the bridge building. Alex went up the road this morning. I brought in the two longer lengths of tower, one of the big heavy duty skid things, pallets. We got two more of these square pallets to bring in. And I may bring back a third one. And here's what I'm thinking is where this overlap area is here. As you can tell, I need to do a bunch of fill here. But I'm thinking of cutting one of these right here, so it's only got this one row of blocks underneath, and put it so the blocks are here, and the cut off flat side comes out and covers over this and sinks into the ground here. Now, the next pallet will reach to approximately right here, which overlaps the joint in the tower pieces. I've got them, the ends all spiked in good. And then the third pallet, the blocks, like underside blocks, on this end of the third pallet will sit right outside of where this log is sitting here. And then I'll just have to fill in along the edge, probably about a little log about the size around of that, except obviously longer. Got a bunch of fill to do in here, some more solid fill. I've got that log right there. It may be long enough, but I may have to find a second one for my side rails for the bridge here. One of them is going to sit right on top of this log, and I'm going to have everything all stake solid. The other one, the big giant log here, it'll sit right along the top of it on that end, right outside the pallet, the edge of the pallet, and come across and come all the way up here, which is pretty good distance. It's past where the last pallet will be, right around here somewhere. Don't know exactly because, well, I haven't got the log cut and in place yet, but that's where I'm aiming for. You can see the old piece of log laying in the ground there. I'm hoping to bring it right up to that far. So I still, like I said, I still got to bring my other two pallets in, possibly bring a third one, or at least part of a third one, back with me again. It's solid, it's level, and it's just wide enough for the bikes to cross. And, well, I don't know if it's level from end to end, but it is from side to side. So, but we're getting there. We're gonna be able to cross Beverly Creek. Get on out to at least as far as Zigzag Bridge with the ATVs. Ooh, you can barely notice the cabin up there at the top of the hill. It's up there though. Alex is up there somewhere, probably laying in the yard watching me get through the brush. Okay, back to work. Day 2 of the bridge build. Well, technically, I guess in a way it's day 4. I'd take a couple days off due to the weather, but I've taken out the tension of the big logs, so it's holding itself technically now. There's nothing underneath that rots out. It's going to affect how solid the bridge is. I still got to do my side rails, but I can't move logs that big Like I'm gonna need like two 16-foot logs, and they got to be a pretty decent size around. It's good and solid. I got to do my little piece at this end. I'm also going to, I think at some point in the very near future, I did some of the fill at this end, but what I'm going to do is bring in a few 5-gallon buckets of road gravel from out at the parking space, from the plow pile, and I'm going to bury in both ends good and solid. Now, with that supporting itself like this, over the next few seasons, like especially over the winter and spring, when the ground gets wet, this is going to start to sink in good and solid on both ends. We've got a good chunk of bank underneath each end, probably about 2 feet at least on that end, and close to 3 foot of bank underneath this one. So I wanted it up relatively high. I didn't want to have to go down onto the bridge and up off of it type thing. And I didn't want to have it high enough, so high that we had to climb up and down onto it with the bikes, like step up to each end. I wanted to keep it as level to the ground levels as possible. So I think I did a good job on that. But yeah, so far so good. I just got to get the railings done and this end piece done. And yeah, I think I'm going to be hauling in some of that road gravel to bury in the ends really good. Just dump it and pack it in. But this is our bridge build. This is about all I can show you right now, until after I have some help back here to move the logs. Maybe I'll try moving them with the goat, but that doesn't get them over here type thing, like into place. I'll figure something out for it, but yeah, it'll most likely be once I have some extra help to move them. Yeah, Harley and Paul back here. Me and Paul can kind of walk that one, cut that one to the right length and walk it over here end by end. And we got to find one for this side. So, but we're doing good. Alex won't come across the bridge. Keeps giving me dirty looks for walking back and forth across it. But it's good and solid. Kind of hurt a little bit jumping like that, but it's just a little jump. So, but there we have it. The bridge over Beverly Creek. I'd call that 3/4 done. So, all good to go. Next, it's going to be tested out with the bike once I get the ends so good and solid, like buried in solid. And I got to do a bit of brushing here. I've got a couple stumps sticking up here that are going to have to go, like right at ground level or lower. And then the trail goes out through the ferns. Okay, thanks a lot for watching, everyone. Everyone have a great day. Well, here we have it, guys. This weekend, while the youngins were here, Paul helped me get the other logs I needed in place. Our wooden stakes that we have here for the corners, like holding the side logs, we're going to replace them with steel T-stakes. Paul may actually have a couple available that he can get for us to use for it. Next test will be to, I guess, to come across it with the bike. You can see, well, don't think it'll show on camera, but you can see in real life here how it's kind of already starting to settle into place. But, and once again, as you can see the gap there, the big logs, they're not actually holding the bridge. This long one that me and Paul put in, that's a fresh cut log. It should last a long time before it starts to go. It does have a bit of support quality at this corner, but the bridge doesn't really rest on it. It settles down onto it when the weight goes on it. So that'll be a help until I can get out all the fill done. I have to finish filling in this end. I'm gonna do the same as I did here. I'm gonna shovel a bunch of mud and stuff up into it and pack all the chunks of wood and stuff like that all into it. I got to put my little cap things back in some of these holes. But yeah, we now have a bridge, a good solid bridge off or over Beverly Creek. And that little ridge right there in the background, right on the other side of that, is Zigzag Bridge. A little bit more clearing to do along where the trail goes there. Nothing serious, a little bit of brushwork along with the machete or something and chop it out, like stuff like this little stuff here. Get the zoom back off of this little stuff in here. We're just going to brush that out at ground level. Already got that log that's laying there. It's cut into a couple sections. Oh, almost done. Well, almost done this section. Long ways to go yet. This trail, as far as bike access, will be approximately a mile long. So, and then we've got our straight on access here, just past that big tree. We cut off where my normal trail is, and I can circle right around here with the bikes and straight onto the bridge. And same with coming off the bridge. Normally we just walk through and come right through here. You can see where I've walked through the brush there. But yes, we now have a good solid functioning bridge across Beverly Creek. Thanks for watching, everyone. lots of room, eh, Ellie? Come here. Yeah, that's where I got the mud from, to do the fill. Okay, there we have it. Test run is done, both directions. Rig held up just fine. No load on it yet, but like on the bike and stuff, but hey, I know the bike will go across it, it'll hold. That's a good thing. Thanks again everyone for watching.